Hi, this is Pastor Harley with the Broadway United Methodist Church. And in Matthew chapter 12, beginning of verse 38, it says, "Then some of the scribes and the Pharisees answered him, saying, 'Teacher, we wish to see a sign from you.' But he answered them, 'An evil and adulterous generation seeks for a sign, but no sign will be given to it, except the sign of the prophet Jonah. For just as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a great fish, so will the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth.'" Now Jesus is talking there and saying, yeah, this is what these people do. They asked me for a sign. They had seen signs. They had seen him raise the dead. They'd seen him multiply the loaves. They could hear about him walking on the water. They'd seen that he could, with a word, cast out demons, with a word, heal bodies, or lay his hands on the sick and heal them all. They'd heard his words of wisdom. They said, well, we're looking for something else. Indeed, they were looking for something else, and they weren't looking for what Jesus was bringing, which was the cross. You know, the Jonah becomes a type of Christ. Unworthy prophet that he was, grumpy prophet that he was, Jonah becomes one that points to Christ. His time in the heart of the sea, inside a fish, was a time of hiding, and then a time that pointed to a revelation and repentance. Jesus goes on to say, look, the men of Nineveh repented at the preaching of Jonah, and it couldn't have been terribly uplifting preaching. And they will rise at the judgment to condemn you because you didn't recognize that one greater than Jonah was here. And so Jesus points that they don't want the sign that he is going to give, the sign of the cross, that he will indeed be buried and he will rise again, but that the Messiah would come to bear burdens, not just to preach repentance, but to act our own repentance, not just to say, you know, you need a different kind of a life because your life is messed up, but to give you new life. Jesus has come to do these very things. So rejoice in him, you know, throw your hats in the air because Jesus has come and he brings us new life.